Lead generation with Holly Starks. Are you battling with your rank and rents and lead generation websites? Stuck on the second page where it's a deadbeat, no traffic, no leads? Well, I think I've got something that's going to interest you from one of the SEO queens, if not the only SEO queen I know. Let's do this. Hey, Holly.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
I'm a little tired, but I'm excited about today.
Yeah, I've got the SEO juice here. Well, all the SEOs that I know actually like just pound these energy drinks or it's
Oh
coffee.
yeah.
One of the amazing, these drinks and stuff. So I'm actually fanboying really hard right now. I've been following you, following what I could follow because I know all the good stuff has to be kept in back ends and stuff like that. And I really appreciate you jumping on with me and later my students as well. We're going to be talking about some tips and tricks that maybe can't be mentioned here exactly. I think let's maybe just jump straight into it. What exactly do you have in store for the lead gen nation, and how can it benefit rank and rants?
Yeah, so I don't know how much your group does like Google News sites and PBNs, but it's really surrounded around Google News essentially. I mean, you can use PBNs, I'm not saying you can't, but basically I use a Google News network of about 400 sites, just a little less than 400 sites, and I put posts across the network. And once I find like a keyword that I can get on the first page, then I just pound the network with that keyword. And yeah, it only takes probably, it's less than an hour. And I have,
Wow.
8 out of 10 spots plus like page 2, page 3, depends upon how many posts I put up.
Yeah.
But it's just like an hour. It's like the easiest work that you could ever do. And you're already 8 out of 10 organic spots. And if you do have a GMB, the GMB will also come up in the ranks. So, if you're at number 20 or something, you'll be at number 3, ideally, just depending on how your competition and stuff like that. But essentially, that's how we do lead generation.
Wow, that's a very different approach than most people I know take. I know right now I'm busy teaching my students where I'm just telling them, listen, push as hard as you can to get business owners on board with you in order to buy the leads, because everyone seems to get caught up in the ranking of the websites and stuff. And then I'm like, well, you guys haven't met my friend Holly. This thing will just blow it out the water from what it sounds like. And I'm going to be running some tests on it as well. So you said it takes about an hour.
I think most people, they do stuff like they work so hard on one website or one niche, right? So they put all their work into one niche and one basic keyword. But if that one keyword takes 6 months to rank it, why are you just working on that or just working on that niche? Because let's take plumbing, for example. Everyone wants to rank for plumbing. Everyone wants to rank for plumbing in Dallas. You all can fight over plumbing in Dallas. It's going to take a year. You know what I mean? I'm going to rank for all the surrounding cities. I'm going to pick the other keywords, the keywords that I can get on page 1, and I'm going to take the whole entire page. So I'm going to get ROI within usually 24 hours because you're already on page 1, right?
Wow, that's faster than Google Ads.
Yeah, and sometimes if you do it the right way, you can totally wipe out maps, actually.
Really?
Yeah, if you do it the right way. I mean, I've wiped out maps before on legal niches, and I was like, shit, fire! I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, it's really powerful, and I think it's so powerful because you're using Google News. I have not been able to do this with something like Money Robot or Autopilot, SEO Autopilot, or Web 2.0s, and PBNs aren't strong enough because these posts get indexed within 5 minutes or less, right?
Wow.
So you can like in the class that we're going to do, I'm going to show an example. I think I have 10 keywords that I picked for fencing and fence installers. And we're going to do a certain city, and I'm going to show you how to find the keyword first. And then once we find the keyword, then we're going to put up like probably 15 to 20 posts in that city, and we're going to be the first 2 pages, and it's going to be under an hour, then go watch Netflix,
That's the best. Yeah, Netflix, SEO and Netflix. That sounds like a good life. How did you actually get into all of this? I mean, I've obviously heard of PBNs and stuff, and the first time I stumbled across news networks was from yourself. You said you were teaching people how to do it, and that, I mean, because this is like alpha SEO, if that's even a thing. I mean, you're saying you're ranking these things in 24 hours. That is. My Google ads take sometimes longer to get approved than 24 hours, and you just approved and done.
Yeah.
So how did you like stumble across it?
So last year I started messing around with Google News sites. And the only reason why I started doing the Google News sites is because everyone was paying like $2 or $3 grand for one site. So I was like, there has to be money in here. I just have to make it work on scale, right? So I started building them. They were getting approved, and we're talking like shit content, right? Like sometimes it's not even a content, it's just like a picture. But people, I mean, they're not doing manual reviews. So I could get anything reviewed, right? Or anything put in the news sites. And then I started posting on Facebook, and I was like, has anyone tried a mass page network on the back of a Google News site? And everyone across the board in every group I've ever been in, and I'm like probably 25 places I posted about it, they're like, it can't be done, Holly. They're going to knock you out. They're going to take out your news sites. And I was like, but have you tried it?
Yeah, that's always SEO, but have you tried it? Everyone says it's not possible. Yeah.
Everyone across the board, they were like, you're not going to be able to do it. They'll take your site out of the network. And I was like, okay, no.
Hold my beer. Like, watch this, guys.
Yeah, I'm like, here, hold my beer. And so, yeah, I just, I did, at that time, we did one with swimming pools. It's like a very large swimming pool network. And it's extremely good money in the summer. So I was like, if I can get more money doing swimming pool cleaning, up in the eastern states, then, that's what I pretty much did is I don't know, I put up like 20 or 30 cities. And I did, 20 or 30 posts on each, on one site. At that time, it was actually dupe content. I wasn't even spinning the content. I had 3 images, and it indexed within 5 minutes. And literally, like I said, under an hour, everything was indexed. I was getting calls the next day.
Wow.
That site is still in Google News. It's still #1 for rankings. It gets traffic on a daily basis. It's, you don't get kicked out. Once you're in news, like you're in news. It's very hard to get kicked out, Okay. So that's kind of how I came up with it. A lot of my ideas and testing, I'm just like, have you guys tried this? And they're like, no, it can't be done. I was like, I don't know. I think it can.
We're going to coin the term "hold my beer," the "hold my beer" method, where it's just like SEOs. When people say it can't be done, hold my beer.
Yeah,
I'm Hardy Stocks. Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it done. Yeah.
Usually, if someone's like, "I don't think you can do that, Holly," I'm like, "I'll be right back."
Yeah. And I think that's what makes you like one of the greatest SEOs, in my opinion. I know I think I've watched an interview with you before when you even said you're not an SEO. You just finding the loopholes and hitting it. And to me, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not an SEO person. It drives me crazy when people say I'm like, like an OG or like, I think the difference is that like, my blocks, because when you come into SEO, you have blocks, right? Because you get stuck in certain spots. Yeah. And as you have students, you understand where you get stuck at. So you try to help them jump over the hurdle. My hurdles, I don't really have because I don't like to lose and I don't like to fail. So I'm going to continue to find where the hole is. And once I know where it's at, I attack the shit out of it and I automate as much as I can. But when that hole ends, then I move on to the next thing. So I always have a existing method and I'm always working on another method just so that if it ends, I always have a backup, right? And so I'm not an SEO person. I'm a tester.
But that's kind of what SEO is, to be honest. I mean, for me, I love SEO because you're constantly chasing the new technique or the cutting edge thing. And that's why when I was reading about what you were doing and things like that, I'm like, man, I got to get you in later. For those of you that don't know, Holly's coming in later to show my students the real shit I think we're doing a takeover. I'm not too sure what Holly's got planned for everyone. Because all my students, as I was saying, just get hung up. How do we rank? Where are the shiny stuff? I'm like, guys, just reach out to the business owners. I've got some top people coming in that can help you. There's tools out there. You just got to put in the work.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want an easy button, right?
Yeah.
And SEO in like 2014, 2010, there was an easy button. You just like ram GSA at it, right? Not like that now. I mean, I have a very easy system now that's all set up. You just log in, you put your article, you put your keywords, put your photo, you publish it, and you go watch Netflix. I mean, that's what my day is. It's very simple.
That's awesome. So I don't know if you maybe want to share your screen and like show the Lead Gen Nation and the guys all watching this now exactly what it is, how it works technically. And yeah.
Okay. I'm actually so this isn't on YouTube, is it?
This is. I can take it off if you'd like it.
Well, I'm not gonna show like the actual city. So I'm gonna show a couple of like the articles and we'll just publish it. And then when we go into your training, then I'll explain like
the good shits for later.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna post like
like
just so you can see it indexing right away and see it on page one. But I'm not going to show you like the gritty shit,
100%. And if I'm not mistaken, I was looking online as well. You sell these as well, or you offer a service for selling it. Where can people find that? Is that also in the link below? I did put a link in, I think, where you sell them, or I'll be.
Did you put a link in the?
I think I did, but. Yeah, what is your pricing on news sites if someone wanted to build out their own network? Because I know there's a few guys that I've been chatting to.
So to build out your own network, so I used to like build 1 or 2 sites for people, and I found out that if you're only building 1 or 2 sites for people, they don't actually end up coming in and even logging into those accounts because one site's not going to give you what you want. So for you to order sites from me, you have to order at least 10. Because if you do 10 postings, you can take over 8 out of 10 spots. So you technically, ideally, you want to have 20. But you can order 10 sites. And for me, it's 10 sites is $1,000. So I build the site. You host the site and everything. I build it on my server and then I move it to your server. It's Google News approved. They get approved in AdSense. Because it's a new site. And basically, I build it. Usually it takes about a week or less. I mean, 10 sites is probably going to take a day. And then we get it sent in for approval and that'll take like a week generally.
Awesome.
Yeah. So but I mean, you don't want to you can't really do one or two. You don't have what you're going to want. Basically,
got to do it at scale, else it's just wasting. Basically, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. So let me share my screen.
Guys, if you've got any questions for Holly, drop them here.
And remember, I do have dogs, and
no worries.
They're about to bark a little bit. So, all right.
Okay. I'm surprised mine haven't gone wild.
So you see my screen where it says Holly's News Network?
Yes, let me make it bigger. Yeah, they can see a whole screen now.
Okay. So basically, what this is this program that my son wrote, and it has all the sites in the network. So if we go to available categories, all of these categories on screen is in the network. So let's say that you are doing something like roofing. You have roof cleaning, roof contractors, roof painting. So those are all the categories. So you can do any category. Okay. All right. So I didn't save that, did I? Oh, I did save it. So it'll show up. Let me go back a minute. All right. So in the search box, I'm going to be posting in home services. So I already put an article in. I didn't want to show the part about writing articles because I'll show that into your class.
Awesome.
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one site for each article. So this one is going to be this city in the UK. And then we're going to pick
Okay.
Albuquerque. So we're just going to go down the list and pick 3 cities. I think I'm doing 9 of them. And as you can see, it's not even cities. It's not even the website's not even like this is fencing. It's not even like fencing Anaheim. It's just the city sites.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do, like if I type in visit, if I click on, these are all daily. Let's see if I can find the home services niche.
So you basically got to have a website for that service and locate or specific location in order for this to work, or would it work?
No, you can post on any site, on any location, on yeah. You can place whatever you want to. We'll do some cannabis. We'll post on the cannabis site. We will post on a finance site.
You can see how powerful this could be for affiliates and stuff.
Yep. We will post on a travel site. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's find a home services site. So let's do AC repair. So that's let's do pest control. All right, and we will put it in news. Okay, so we have cities in the UK. We have cities in, I think we did something like LA, Albuquerque. We have a cannabis, we have a finance, and then we have a travel. So we have, I don't know, 10 different.
Wide variety.
Yeah. All right, so you have to certify that you own the image and the content, and then you click on post article. So we just go through and we're going to post this. And basically what this is doing is in the back end of it is going to my WordPress sites and it's making a post. And I'll show you an example of one.
Wow. And your son made this. Your son coded this whole thing out for you.
Yeah, because I was doing this all by hand.
Okay.
And after I got to like 100 sites, I was like, Austin, you can do this for me, right? And he's like, yeah, Ma, but I want to cut. I was like, what do you mean like a cut? Like 5%? What are we talking about? He's like, no. So yeah, I mean, he went to school for coding. So.
Oh wow, how old is he? That's awesome.
I think he's 26.
Okay, he's like, yeah, he's my age almost. I'm 27. Wow, that's awesome.
All right, so that posted.
Wow, what a cut! That's so funny.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that has 9 articles. We're just going to refresh it, and they all should. Okay, so you see actions, view post at. We'll click on it.
Yeah.
That's going to open the post. And sometimes you get that image like that because because I used Creative Commons and maybe I didn't have the URL right or something. I don't care. The image does not matter whatsoever. I don't care about the image. This is the article. Preferably when you're doing lead gen, you have a big like image or something that says call us for a free quote, blah, blah, blah. But this is just poking. Like we're just poking to see what keywords are going to rank number 1 or on the first page. And it's I had the article written. I'm going to give your lead gen students like the guy who actually wrote it. So if they want to, it's pop optimized.
I'm sure a lot of them will be jumping on that.
Okay, you gotta not under my legs, please. Okay, so now we're going to see what is indexed. Basically, copy link address. Let's open a new window. So generally, okay, so another thing I wanted to mention is so all these posts get automatically sent to Omega Indexer if you put your API in. So,
okay. Wow.
So that's why it helps it gets indexed too,
That probably helps with the 24 hours. That's how you get it so indexed so quickly as well. Guys, if you just tuned in, This is something you definitely want to be jumping on. Lead gen, rank and rent, affiliates. I'm actually going to be testing this out for some affiliate stuff, some spammy affiliate stuff. And yeah, I'm very excited about this. Have you used this for any affiliate stuff, Holly?
Yeah. So I mean, cannabis, you can do it as affiliate, right? We did it for we can use it for launch jacking. It works really good for launch jacking. I mean, anything with, yeah, you can pick anything and it'll work.
Awesome. Cool.
All right. Why is this being so cranky with me? I normally work like on a different mouse, but I have my webcam set up so I can't. But I'm just opening all the posts in Google, basically. Okay. This is what takes most of the time, is literally just finding the keywords that is going to be on page 1.
All right, cool.
Once you have the keywords, then you just post across your network, essentially. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to it's so funny because I have people that are like cannabis. They're like, I just want cannabis sites, or, I'm like, why do you want just cannabis sites? You can post anywhere on the network and just make it a news related article. And actually, you don't even have to make it a news related article. You can just make it, think of it as a guest post. It's not going to, like CNN or something like that. It's
guest post on steroids.
Yeah, pretty much. And I got one more.
Guys, if you've got any questions, Holly will be in a private course after this, but drop the questions here so long. And then the last few minutes, we'll pull some of them out. I know, see, William Jones here has already tested this. In 24 hours, he took the number 3 spot in GMB and page 1 organically for lawn care, which is relatively competitive.
All right, so now we just sort of wait because the posts have to be shown as indexed. So let's kind of just go back to the beginning and see if there's anything. So this one's already indexed, and that was 5 minutes ago. So we're gonna take that keyword. That's Google News for you. You can't do this on a PBN.
Wow.
Take that keyword, put it in Google, and let's see where it shows up. Believe in me? Okay, love you. All right, so it's right there. So it's on the first page. Wow. I don't know, what was that, number 6? So that's a keyword that we can work with. It's a lead gen type of keyword. You get calls on chain link fencing if you're doing, home services or whatnot. So that's a keyword I would focus on. So we only want keywords that are on page 1 because, we can do ones that are on maybe page 2, but I want ones that are on page 1 because I am a lazy ass SEO person. So I don't want to have to fight for my ranks. I want page
100%.
1.
Yeah.
Because that's on page 1. You can 100% take over for that keyword on page 1 for sure.
Yeah, we got Netflix to watch, Holly.
Yeah.
we got episodes to watch. People are holding our beers.
Yeah, I got soaps to watch.
Well, just your beer. I'll hold your beer while you come up with some new stuff, please.
All right, so now we just sort of maybe wait a couple minutes so I can go back and refresh it. I'll wait like 2 minutes or something like that. Let me do this. I'm going to stop sharing for a couple of minutes so that my screen doesn't
Okay, cool. Guys, if you have any questions here's a question from a Facebook user. Can you use the websites for more than one niche?
Yeah. So I have payment plans, you make 1 post per day. I think it's 2 posts per day, 3 posts per day, 4 posts per day. And we have higher plans if you need them. So yeah, you can do 4 posts every single day. Let's say if you're on the highest plan. And then those 4 posts you can do, you can do your lawyer client, you can do your travel client, you can do your dog client, you can do your finance client. or you can just focus on one client. I mean, if you have one business and it's your business and are you just getting started, you do your own SEO, then you really, honestly, the lowest plan is really all that you need. You don't need to have a higher plan. If you're going to do the mass pages like that I'm showing you, you're going to want to have at least the 4 posts per day, because that's going to be easier for taking over.
So yeah, let's just go through your pricing here. So guys, there's a code if you want to support the channel, and that Holly gave us a code. Get in there. So Holly, the pricing, as you were saying, the basic is $99 a month, right? So
Yeah.
that's one base post a day. So that's every day I can post a new article across different website, or one. How does that
Yeah,
work?
so it's one post on one website every day.
Okay. And then standard 2 posts per day. So it's 1 post per day on different websites. So one day I can post on at one website, another website. So I have access to the network to post once a day.
So
is that based?
No, so it's one post across the network. So sorry, that doesn't make sense. So it's one post. You pick one site. Day 2,
Okay.
you make one post and you pick one site. If you're on the 4 plan, you make 4 posts and you pick 4 sites.
All right. Okay. Wonderful. Cool. So guys, if you want to hit that up, the link is in the description. I would highly recommend getting on this. Or don't, because myself and my lead gen students are going to be taking over with this. I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
I'm very excited.
Another cool thing is you don't even have to be like, okay, I don't want to spend like $400 to get the 4 posts, because that seems like a lot of work. I mean,
yeah.
You can go in and schedule all your posts out for the whole month, have your VA do it in a week, give them all the content, schedule it all. I did tests for casinos, and I did tests for adult. So I have an adult and casino network that is separate from the network that you see. You have to actually buy into the network to have access to the casino and adult. It's on a separate sub. I only did 13 posts to this guy's adult network. And these sites are also in Google News. So, the headings, wow. I mean, like it says kinks, it says sex toys, it says like sexual health, something like that. Like normally you would not have that in Google News. You can't get casinos even in Google News, but I was able to. And I only did 13 posts, and he went from on several of his keywords, he was like number 30 or 40, because it's competitive, to number 4 overnight off 13 links. So even if you don't buy in,
big money sites, I take it as well. Well, obviously those niches, the traffic is monetizable quite easily. Is it affiliate type stuff for the gambling and the adult sites?
Yeah, and the cool thing is, so like if you're doing an adult site, you can go on like like Black Hat World and stuff like that, and sell one link for $200.
Oh wow! I think we got to get off here soon, because I've got the class starting. But
yeah, so let me just share one more that was indexed.
Before you give too many of these great secrets away.
Yep, I'm just going to show the one that I just noticed got indexed. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. So deck ceiling, you can. That's a lead gen type of a keyword.
Definitely.
So.
What was that? 2 minutes? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I seen it on page 1. Oh, there it is, page 2. So it's about on page 2, but I know that keyword because I'm in fencing, so I actually would do that keyword. It's just not, I'm in Wisconsin. So if I was in Longmont, Colorado, or change my IP to Colorado, it probably would be number 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow. Thanks, Holly. This has been a real eye-opener for myself, and I'm sure the viewers on here. Guys, if you're interested in getting on this, click the link down below. Get on this. I know the stuff we're going to be doing. I know I've been speaking to William Jones quite a bit. We're going to be building out some crazy stuff with regards to the lead gen GMB stuff. And Holly will be on the back end of the Lead Generation Nation Rank and Red Mastery, teaching the guys exactly. Yeah, Holly, you know more. Yep, she hasn't even told me all the secrets she's going to be disclosing. And yeah, Holly's news network. Get it in the link below. And is there anything else, Holly? Guys, any more questions before we bounce? Almost didn't recognize Holly without her ball cap on. Hey, Holly.
Yeah, I usually wear my Cubs hat, but I literally woke up at 8, and then I had to get on right at like 8:15. I had like 5 minutes shower. I was like, where's the hat? I don't know.
But Holly, I really, really appreciate you coming on and dropping some knowledge bombs. And as I said, guys, she'll be on in the private back end soon, where the real good shit is going to be disclosed. Holly, I really appreciate it.
I'll see you there, guys.
It's always a pleasure. Cool. Cheers. I'll see you soon.
See ya.
Bye.